Welcome back again, our people, beloved viewers. Thank you for subscribing to our new channel again, and we are happy for the progress that we are making. The last time we checked on data loss, and today we are going to check about the recovery option now. Now, because we lost the data in the last particular moment now in our conversation that we were having, today we are going to see on how we can recover these data. And I'm also joined by our people as they were in the last video, and we are trying to get a solution on how the lost data can be recovered today. And basically, this is an episode that you're not going to miss, because there is so much we are going to discuss here that is going to be of help to you, to your company, to your institution, and also to your organization. Just be aware of what is going to be talked about. You can share your experience over the comment section, and also you can share your comments on what do you want us to improve on these things of tech, and on or what areas do you want us to handle in the area of tech. We are tech lovers. We love more about tech. We want to expand on tech. We are learning on tech. And I introduce our guest again from the left as they come.
Hello, I'm Contre, and this now is the session of data recovery. Welcome and just enjoy the session.
Hello, good friends. I am Hunter. That's what they call me. Welcome to the second session. Thank you.
I am Wime. Stay tuned as we are going to eliminate you on how you can retrieve your data even after you lost them. Right?
Hello, my good people. Welcome back. They recognize me as Shadow, and just relax as we teach you on how you can recover your data. And believe you me, you will not regret your time.
Back again to me, I'm Director Isaac K, and this is the session that we are just going to go and get more to know about the recovery options. And many of our people have been asking in our comments, and they have been following us asking, how can we recover the data that is lost? And first of all, let's simply get to know how do we start about the recovery?
Okay, on this now session of data recovery, I think the first thing that you should know how did you lose your data. Maybe you lost your data by maybe they were encrypted by a ransomware. Maybe you clicked a delete button, or maybe there was some hardware issues and now you lost your data. Now in this session, now you have to know the way how you lost your data so that you can know maybe the best tools to use or the best techniques to use to give you your data.
Thank you, Mr. Godfrey is telling us, first thing first, you have to get to understand how you lost your data. The method, the particularly, how did you go about it?
How was the scenario?
How was the scenario whereby you lost your data? When you identify the scenario, you're going to get a good recovery.
Actually, to weigh on that and put more clarity on it, how you lost your data. Like for example, for deletion, like it was unexpected deletion, and we are covering on Windows, of course, Windows security. Now, for deletion in Windows, the data is not really gone until you bring you overwrite or bring new data to the same space. So if you deleted your data and you have not overwritten it, it is recovered.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
So that's a good thing. It's an encouragement to those who have deleted and not overwritten. So you are safe. You are about to recover it.
And you know also, if you delete your video at the moment in Windows, it takes 30 days for it to be completely gone. First of all, we have something we call the recycle bin. When you delete something, it enters in the recycle bin first. Now, if you delete from the recycle bin now, we will show you on how you can recover that data from there. But if you have not cleared the recycle bin, you are safe. You can go there and recover your data. Very safe.
Wonderful. We are getting to know more of this about recovery, and is this thing of recovering this data now, it is measuring more on the option now that the data was lost from. We have found that there is a deletion there by these things, or the data goes to the recycle bins, and we have 30 days for them so that they can be delivered or retrieved back to your system. What else now? What another method when the data is, now let's take an example whereby we have lost data in a human era of maybe power outage now. How do you get to retrieve back your data as fast as you can? Maybe you're using a Windows, Microsoft Word, now you're typing a document somewhere, and you want to recover that document somewhere. What do you need to be having?
First thing, when you open, let's say Microsoft,
Yeah.
and there is something that is called a reset.
Yeah.
Most of the times, you will realize that if you have not saved your data and you open in the reset, mostly, not all scenarios, but most of the scenarios, you will realize that what you have not saved, it appears on the reset option.
Yeah. Amazing, man. Meaning, if you have not saved even that document of yours in the Microsoft one, you're going to get it in the recent things that you have been using. You can tell us something about the UPS.
Our system supply,
Yeah.
it is something that it is essential for every technician
Yeah.
or every person who is using these PCs,
Yeah.
because without, for example, they are so advantageous when the power goes, and when the power goes, you meet yourself that you have not completed whatever you are doing in your PC. So the power supply unit, it is good for backups.
Amazing.
Adding on that, the UPS now gives you time to save now the data that you was working on and you had not saved it. You can now save it so that you can easily access it.
So we are training our viewers that to make a recovery easy, a UPS is an essential to the world of tech.
You know, a UPS helps also because when the power is, let's say, a shortage of power, that means that, or maybe let's take the scenario that the power current is not enough. You see, maybe there is a low voltage of current, right? You see now, what the UPS does, it ensures that the low voltage doesn't affect your PC directly, because when it enters in the UPS, it is filtered. If it's not that much to power your PC, it will not power on. You see, so it is saving you that instead of this power, your PC just booting out and shutting down. You see that moment of booting and shutting down, it also corrupts. What the UPS does, it prevents this now.
I can also add and say that when there's a power shortage or an outage of power, you can't say that you've lost your data. Still, the shadow here has said that you can go to your recent files or recent documents, and you can retrieve your data.
The work that you have been doing.
So you can't say that your power, like your data has lost, and still you have the power supply units. Yes, that acts as a backup.
Exactly.
And to end on that, another thing about the UPS, we mostly recommend that you don't rely on one source of power.
Sure.
If you have you are relying on electricity, ensure that just beside you have even a bed or a generator, that when that power goes off, it will automatically
have a backup
for the power. Ensure that
your data is
but some institutions, they discourage automatic power backup. The use of generators. There are some institutional companies that do not, they dislike it because it can damage, or when it automatically
comes.
It can damage some hardwares. So they discourage
that turning on and turning off from.
And I could add and say, still on the matter of prevention, let me pull you on to another side of upgrading your system. Like we talked on our previous video, we talked of things like a CPU overheating. If you have a poor what we call it, a cooling system. If you have a poor one and you keep on having it, you will eventually experience the loss of data. At some point, yes, right now you're using it manageably, by learning and using low processes.
Yeah.
But the moment that you are serious and you have started working on a project and you are 5 minutes in or 5 hours in, then the CPU now overheats.
Basically, we are having so much on this one, and I want to we dive in on recovery options.
Recovery option.
And we get to know our viewers now. They have lost their data basically in many of different ways, and they want to recover back their data into the states that it was. That they want their data back. Someone wants whatever he has been doing or whatever he has been working with to have it back on their hands. So let's dive in, or let's evolve some recovery options that we can be having.
Okay, in terms of recovery, the one of the
I think one of the recovery option that I can touch on, it's about the recycle bin. You can get to your recycle bin and restore back whatever you have been having. Yes, you are restoring it back.
The other one I could say that is always and default for Windows is creating a manual image and recovery restoration point.
Okay.
Like in your system right now, are you sure you have a restoration point on your Windows that in case your file system gets corrupt, you can go onto the option, advanced option, and select that I want to recover to my last restoration point. So let's say the corruption came from a virus or something, and the data that is right now is unusable, encrypted. If you go to your restoration point, you have a safe place, like a safe place. Like imagine you having right now a perfect moment of you, a perfect maybe shirt, tie, and trouser and your shoes. You create a copy of yourself and stand beside you. Now the other copy of you that keeps on going, you experience marks and your shirt is torn, your clothes are ruined. You go back to the copy that you had of you that was clean, that was good.
So basically, you are encouraging our viewers to be having a copy of
a restoration point for Windows
in the Windows environment.
Maybe you can expand to them about that one, because some of them they are new to this world of tech. Some of them are learning. How can they go about this?
It is good thing about Windows. It is very friendly and usable operating system, and in matters pertaining things like restoration point, you can find the official documentation on the Microsoft website, and I guess we can also add the links to some of the tools we will talk about and talking about onto the description. So if you find it difficult for you to go and search, you can just click some of the links that are below. And explaining on it, I'll just say it's good you follow the documentation. Right now I can explain the process, but to your desktop computer, it is different from what I will give you. Some processes differ, like from maybe a Dell computer, from a HP computer, from a HP laptop, and what have you. The processes differ. So I would say you go to the official Microsoft documentation and learn and create for your own.
Wonderful, and this is the recovery thing that you're having today. I hope you are getting to understand more how you can recover this data of yours. You're getting to have a restoration point whereby you can stand back and say, this is the data that I've been using on Windows and I have them back. We have the trash that you can go and restore back your data. Other options maybe.
I think in this now way of retrieving your data, there are some other options whereby maybe you yourself cannot do this. You need to visit a technician who has the maybe equipment that are required, maybe the techniques and the information and knowledge that is required to recover your data. In case, let's say for example, you end maybe your hard drive and some maybe hardware issues, and you cannot access or retrieve your data. In this case, I think you should visit a technician, and by doing so, he will help you.
Actually, I can put weight on that and say that mostly when, let's say for example, your hardware failed, some hardware failure, it is let's say the hard drive itself. Mostly, like let's say mostly I'll focus on the hard drive itself. You may find that the disk or the readers of the hardware, they are the one that are causing the problem of the hard drive. Now, if you take that to the technician who has the equipment, is going to like do the surgery, take it apart, obtain the disc, read the reader. Maybe it is the one that is having some problems. Check it. Maybe it is fine, and maybe use an alternative reader or the disc parsers, and take and remove or get or retrieve data from the the failed one to a new one, or give you some option on how you can recover it.
I think, you can tell us about how about taking this data, restoring this data from the cloud.
From the clouds.
Yeah.
For example, there are.
I think there's some of like there are pictures from the Google Photos. I think these are some of the things that are stored in cloud. Now tell us how you can
From the Google, you
Yeah.
can restore them from the Google Photos.
Yeah.
Yes, in case when your photos are gone, you can retrieve them from the Google Photos, because you already have an account with the Google, and you yes, I think you have an account with the Google.
Yeah.
So they have your things like that. We are talking of photos now, so they have your photos.
Even Drive itself.
Actually,
Yes.
even I think Google offers so much. Even.
Google Drive, Google Photos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, that's a good idea, because to retrieve that information, you just need to go to your settings.
Yeah.
You go to Google.
Yeah.
There is the place that is called restore.
Restoring.
Now, when you click restore, it will remove every document that you have pressed in the Google.
Yeah.
Now it will be brought to
Your
the
local
to
machine.
your now machine.
Yeah.
Now you will be having that and this
You
one.
could have
But now we can also attack the person, not attack like help. It's not an harmful attack, but a helpful attack to the listener who is listening, and she or he or the persona did not back up. For him, he has maybe lost the courage
It
to
will be
move on.
critical now.
Yeah, but there are tools. I'll just name them, but you can find the link on the description. Tool like Recover. Yeah, it is very essential and very useful. Once you have installed your once you lose your data, go to the online or click the link on the description. Install Recover. Recover will help you see the files that were deleted, but not completely gone. File can be deleted, but it's not completely gone. It's in block form, so it takes it and yeah.
Amazing, and into this theme of recovery, meaning as long as your data is there, basically it's going to be found again. You can even give an ask for us also, that in the comment section, maybe you are experiencing a data loss somewhere, or in your PC, in your gadget, or in your companies, and you don't know how to do about this. This Tech Master Academy team can just work on whatever, from wherever you're connecting from. We can just work on it and tell you how you're going to handle your
I can also second you on that and say that if you feel like they are difficult steps to follow on the documentation that is online, you can personally, like, there is a contact info, right? You can personally ask for technical support. We also, as Tech Master, we offer technical support, and I could say that other than Recover, there are some other forensic tools to retrieve data. Like, for example, you had installed your Google Chrome, and you uninstall it, unfortunately. Not like it's not that you meant to uninstall it. You uninstall it, unfortunately. You can use forensic tools to recover maybe passwords, like for the Google, from the Google Password Manager. And browser tabs, browser bookmarks. You can recover them using some forensic tools.
Wonderful, and I'm getting to learn more on this session of data recovery, and I think with these tools and these methods, all of them, we are going to get our data back. I think, what else do we need to touch on data recovery?
And
Other
just
tools
to say,
that a person is supposed to pay for him to use, or for the person to use, so that he can retrieve his data.
Some best, we speak of tools, we speak of off the shelf. Mostly, if you are obtaining a tool off the shelf, sometimes you may find a premium tool, but I would suggest if it matters on what data you're about to retrieve. If it is a very important, let's say an organization data, I suggest you use a premium tool because you have best support, best advanced options at your exposure, so that you can retrieve maybe all the data.
And actually, as Tech Master Academy, when we experience such a thing, it's good you want something to us, because if there is something premium, we can find an alternative to it and get to handle your issue even without purchasing something, so that you can pay for it, so that we can offer you service. We are here just to give you help on such particular thing. You don't lose your data and just get frustrated. We are here so that we can handle such cases and such matters. We are Tech Master Academy, and this is our business. Tech is our business. Nothing else we are going to do about it. I think with covering that part of recovery, we have our data back.
Now we are good.
We are good now. And now we have recovered our data now, and it was lost. Or basically we have another new data now with us today. We need to get to know how we can back up this data. In case of now losing our data in a particular way, or maybe the data that has been lost, or the one that you have recovered earlier, we are in fear that it might get lost again. We have to handle on how we can recover it. And in our next session, I think we should be majoring on the data backup, so that we can tell our viewers to get to know how they can back up their data after maybe they have lost it or they have recovered it, and they are in fear that the data is going to get lost again. So see you in the next session. Subscribe, share, and like. Give the comment section a space where you can give your question, your task to the Tech Master Academy, so that we can handle some of these things people are going through. And see you in the next session. Our next session will be about data backup. And this data backup, we are going to expound to you the data you have recovered, the new data that you have, how you can back up, how you can back them up, so that you can going to use them maybe in different areas, because you can be having a data here in the part of the country, and you're going to another part of the country, you want to use the same data, but you didn't carry your identity, but you can recover them in that particular area when you have backed them up. Bye bye, and see you in the next session. We are Tech Master Academy.